The why doesn't matter now. Jeep is taking orders for its limited run 707 horsepower SUV with the Hellcat engine. A 707 horsepower Jeep answers a question no one asked about SUV performance, and time will tell if it meets a demand no one knew was there. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles is about to start building a batch of 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawks with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine. There are already orders and handraisers for the limited-run SUV rocket that goes on sale in the fourth quarter. The Hellcat engine generates 707 horsepower and 645 pounds-foot of torque, distributed through the upgraded TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission. It is billed as the fastest SUV in the world. Jeep claims it will do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. I did it in 3.4 seconds on my first try. Don't give me the credit. On this Jeep it is that easy, and the launch is that good. Put your left foot on the brake and hold it down tightly. Press the launch button in the center console below the leather-wrapped shifter. Watch the brake pressure build as you watch it rev from 700 RPM to an ideal 1,800 to 2,200 RPM. The new torque reserve system makes it possible to hold the engine at 2,200 RPM and develop 6.4 psi of boost standing at the line. The system prepositions the supercharger while cutting fuel to individual cylinders and manages the spark timing to generate a reserve of torque. Essentially, it gets the air moving while you are standing still, so it is primed and ready for launch.Use. Use your right foot to push the accelerator to the floor. Hold both feet steady and then quickly dump the brake. The front wheels will lift, your helmeted head will snap back, and the 5,300-pound SUV will shoot forward. You will hold on and giggle. You will never feel out of control with the traction that a four-wheel drive vehicle provides. Engineers say this is why a Jeep can actually launch faster than a Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Jeep officials just don't do much bragging about it. Scott Tallon, director of the Jeep brand, reminds us that Jeep has a history of high-performance vehicles dating back to the 1998 Grand Cherokee 5.9 Limited that did 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds and was considered an animal. The first-gen SRT for 2006 did the sprint in 4.8 seconds. Trackhawk is good for Jeep, Tallon says, as it one of the best-known brand names in the world needed further attributes. But the way he sees it, Jeep has the Wrangler as the poster child for Jeep off-road capability, and the Trackhawk underscores its on-road prowess by exhibiting insane track capability. While Trailhawk denotes best-in-class off-road capability, Trackhawk denotes best-in-class speed. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is the undisputed fastest SUV. For comparison, the third-generation Porsche Cayenne S, unveiled recently, increased its horsepower to 440, though the automaker has yet to debut Turbo and Turbo S variants. This is not just an engine swap of a Hellcat into a Grand Cherokee, Tallon says. The Trackhawk is instrumental in driving the growth of the global brand and rounds out the top end of the lineup. With so much power, I was expecting the Trackhawk to be a bit raw and brutal in regular driving. That was not the case. The supercharger drive system's one-way clutch decoupler improves refinement while allowing the beast under the hood to be heard in guttural growls at low speeds and unleash a series of snorts and pops when you mash the pedal. Those who worked on refinement succeeded. You don't hear much of the supercharger at tip-in, but the sound increases as you throttle up. Sure, the suspension is stiff, but even on a long stretch of rough pavement in Maine and New Hampshire, the Bilstein adaptive damping suspension made the drive quite livable. The reminder that this has a Hellcat engine comes when you step on the gas to cross a highway, and it lurches forward. Or when you go to pass and grab gobs of power and exceed the speed limit faster than you can check the speedometer. This is one vehicle where current speed should be displayed digitally in giant letters in front of you. The speedometer, located in the lower right of the instrument panel with a traditional needle footing between speeds listed in 10-mile-per-hour increments, can make it hard to keep speed in check without setting the cruise control. FCAA claims the Trakhawk will do the quarter mile in 11.6 seconds with a top speed of 180 miles per hour, necessitating a speedometer that goes to 200 alongside the tachometer in the 7.0-inch instrument cluster. The 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen is where you find the Trakhawk performance pages that confirm your track prowess. The SUV has new 6-piston front Brembo brakes, largest standard front brakes on a Jeep, and 4-piston rear Brembos with yellow calipers, which bring the SUV from 60 miles per hour to a stop in 114 feet. We have not had the chance to test these claims ourselves, but we were able to take the Trakhawk to the newly paved Club Motorsports track in Tamworth, New Hampshire. The 2.5-mile track carved out of the forest has 700 feet of elevation changes to spice up the turns. The Trakhawk devoured it all and never felt overly heavy or lumbering. Back on real roads, the lane assist system was spotty. Sometimes it brought the car in line, but other times it would hold a line that was outside the lane marker. The Trakhawk starts at $86,995, but you can easily option it up to a $100,000 vehicle. The one I drove in Portland stickered at $99,965, about $20,000 more than an SRT. The options included the $5,000 leather-wrapped interior package, upgraded audio and entertainment system, dual-pane panoramic sunroof, and a trailer tow package. Other upgrades go from the standard 20 by 10-inch titanium finish wheels with Pirelli Scorpion Verdes all-season tires to the lighter forged aluminum wheels with 3-season Pirelli P0 tires. From behind the wheel you look down at the bulging sculpted hood with dual heat extractors. The Trakhawk also has unique quad exhaust tips, a redesigned fascia, unique headlamps, and a flat-bottom steering wheel with pedal shifters. Like the SRT, the Trakhawk is an inch lower than a regular Grand Cherokee. It has body-colored wheel flares, side sill cladding, supercharged badging on the doors and sills, and Trakhawk badging on the steering wheel and seat backs. Inside, in addition to miles of leather, are nice carbon fiber and industrial-looking trim pieces. The supercharged engine has a cast iron block and a forged steel crankshaft with a damper that has been tested to 13,000 RPM to ensure it won't burst. Everything from pistons to connecting rods, cylinder heads, and exhaust valves are upgraded to handle the extraordinary demand being placed on them by this engine. Many driveline components were engineered to handle the additional torque output. Even a new oil plan was developed to prevent the liquid from sloshing when the SUV launches. Similarly, the 2,380cc per revolution supercharger was designed to regulate boost pressure to 11.6 psi. The fog lamps had to be swapped out for a cold air scoop in the lower front fascia to get more air to the supercharger.